Have you ever wondered what truly makes a relationship happy? Not the flashy things out there, but the deep secrets that few people dare to reveal. Today, we'll explore those together. Secrets that not everyone wants to tell you, but they could completely change how you view love. So, try answering this. Do you think body size is the key to love? Or is there something more important that society is deliberately hiding from us? In this video, we'll embark on a journey to explore the psychology of love from a realistic and profound perspective, based on life experience and even some fascinating scientific research. By the end of this video, you'll realize that true love isn't about numbers, but about the heart and soul. Stay with me, because this is a conversation that could transform how you love and live. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell now so you don't miss our upcoming content. And don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree that society has misunderstood love? Let me know by hitting like or share your opinion, because your feedback is what drives me to create more meaningful videos. Those unrealistic expectations that society and media place on men's shoulders about body size, especially penis size, do you know what they are? If you've ever flipped through TV, read a magazine, or even overheard a casual chat at a coffee shop, you've surely encountered the message that a man's body size is the measure of his worth in love and intimacy. From suggestive ads to seemingly harmless jokes, they all amplify the importance of this, pushing millions into unnecessary insecurity. But is that really true? Can a number or a measurement decide who you are in the eyes of the one you love? Let me tell you a truth that you might not have considered. It's just a myth blown way out of proportion, and it's time we looked at it differently. To prove this, let's dive into a fascinating study from the Journal of Sexual Medicine in 2015. Scientists surveyed hundreds of women, and the results revealed a stunning figure. 85% of them were completely satisfied with their partner's size. So why do we let those outside voices shake our confidence? This research is clear proof that size isn't the deciding factor in happiness or satisfaction in a relationship. So, what really matters? It's how you connect, how you love, and how you make someone feel valued. I want to tell you something from the bottom of my heart. It's not size that defines you, but how you make others feel loved. A warm hug, a sincere word, or simply being there in tough times, those are what truly create real worth. But don't just take my word for it. Ask yourself, have you ever felt that the media has misled us about love? Romantic movies, online articles, they all seem to paint an unrealistic picture. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. If you agree we've been led astray, hit that like button right now to show your support. And if you see it differently, don't hesitate to drop a comment below. I'll read every one and chat with you. This is our chance to discuss together and uncover the truth about love, intimacy, and what really makes a relationship happy. Because in the end, love isn't a number on a ruler, but the emotions you give and receive. Stick with me as we dig deeper in the next part of this video. What does a long-lasting relationship need to stay strong? Usually, a solid relationship is never built on appearances, but on trust, love, and a deep emotional connection between two people. Think about it. In life, how many couples do we see who look perfect on the outside, but fall apart quickly just because they lack true closeness? This shows that while looks might be what first draw us in, they're not what keep us together over the years. Instead, it's trust. That feeling that you can rely on someone without a shred of doubt, and genuine love that form the foundation of a relationship worth having. To back this up, let's look at a really interesting study from the University of California in 2020. Researchers surveyed tons of happy couples and found that 73% of them rated mutual understanding as the most vital factor in keeping their relationship alive. Meanwhile, only 12% mentioned appearances as something noteworthy. See that? These numbers say a lot. Nearly 3/4 of happy couples don't prioritize looks, but focus on understanding each other, listening, and getting through life's challenges together. This ties perfectly into the message I want to share today. A relationship isn't a beauty contest, but a journey of building a bond from the heart. I want to offer a new perspective for you to ponder. A relationship is like a house. Its foundation is trust. If there's no trust, everything will collapse no matter how beautiful it looks on the outside. And the brick walls, those are mutual understanding. Each brick laid down through listening, sharing, and empathizing. A house like that isn't just sturdy, but also warm, a place you always want to return to. So what about you? What creates closeness in your relationship? Is it a quiet handhold, a late-night conversation, or simply the peace of being with that person? I'd really love to hear your story. Share it in the comments below so we can learn from each other and spread the beautiful things about love. Don't be shy, because every story you share is a precious source of inspiration. And if you find this idea intriguing, keep watching so we can explore more secrets about love and intimacy in the parts ahead. I've had the privilege of meeting and talking to countless couples, each with their own stories of struggles and triumphs. But time and time again, I've seen one thing ring true above all else that really held them together, that made their relationship thrive. It was never penis size. Nothing kept them together but love. Who among us hasn't doubted themselves at some point because of those ridiculous standards out there, right? But here's the great part. Even if it affects how you see yourself, size absolutely isn't the factor that guarantees happiness in a relationship. Even more surprising, some women actually find larger sizes uncomfortable, even bothersome. So why do we let something not everyone values become the yardstick for our worth? This is exactly when we need to shift our perspective and focus on what truly matters in love and intimacy. To clarify this, let's look at a really notable survey from the Kinsey Institute in 2018. This study asked many women's opinions and found that 68% of them confirmed that their partner's communication skills and care were what they valued most, far beyond body size. What do you think of that number? Nearly 7 out of 10 women said they care more about a man who listens, understands, and gives them genuine affection than any physical trait. This proves a clear truth. Happiness in a relationship isn't about what you have on the outside, but how you connect and care for the person next to you. It reminds us that love isn't a measuring contest, but a journey of building a bond from the heart. And here's what I want to share with you. An idea I believe can change how you view yourself. Confidence doesn't come from what your body has, but from knowing what you can bring to others. You don't need to be physically perfect to be an amazing lover. True confidence comes from understanding that your worth lies in the care, the creativity, and the love you give. A warm smile, a timely hug, or simply patient listening, those are what make the difference. I believe we've all felt insecure about our looks at some point, but the great thing is you can absolutely overcome it. If you've been through that and found a way forward, I'd love to hear your story. Hit that share button right now to spread your inspiring story with everyone. Your experiences aren't just motivation for you, but can also help others regain their confidence. Let's build a community together where we celebrate the real value of people, okay? We often think that to make our partner happy, we need something really special, maybe an ideal appearance or expensive gifts. But what I've learned from the relationships I've experienced and want to share today is totally different. Men who focus on care and creativity often bring greater happiness to their partners. Imagine this. Instead of just worrying about how you look in the mirror, you spend time figuring out what makes them smile or come up with a surprise to brighten their day. A home-cooked dinner, a sweet note, or simply sitting down to listen when they need it. Those are the things that truly make a difference in a relationship. It's not about something flashy on the outside, but the effort from within, from the heart. And I believe this is something all of us, whether men or women, can learn to become better partners. To prove this, scientists found that those with high EQ, that's emotional intelligence, have a 40% higher chance of maintaining long-term relationships compared to others. Do you know what emotional intelligence is? It's the ability to recognize your own emotions and others, knowing how to respond appropriately, and most importantly, knowing how to empathize. That 40% isn't small. It shows that if you care, listen, and understand your partner's mood, you've greatly boosted your odds of building a lasting relationship. This confirms a truth. It's not looks or material things, but emotional finesse that keeps the flame of love alive. And here's what I want you to remember, an idea I think is really worth reflecting on. A great lover isn't someone physically perfect, but someone who listens and heals emotional wounds. You don't need to be tall like a model or have a six-pack to make someone love you deeply. What people remember forever might be the moment you sat by them in tough times, gently easing their sadness with heartfelt care. A timely hug, a well-timed word. That's what true love is made of. I'm really curious to know what you think about this. What do you value most in your partner, care or looks? Leave your answer with just one word in the comments below, like care or looks. I'll read every comment and can't wait to see your responses. This is how we can discuss together and uncover more about what makes happiness in love. Let's share and learn from each other, okay? How many times have you stood in front of the mirror, wondering if you're good enough, if they truly accept you with all your imperfections? Those insecurities about appearance, from body size, height, to a small scar, can make us feel tiny in our own relationships. But what's the magic here? When you dare to sit down, open up, and share those fears with the one you love, everything starts to change. Honest communication doesn't just help you overcome those worries, it also builds an invisible armor for confidence. It's like a door that, when you open it, light floods in, chasing away the doubts that once held you captive. Let's look at a really notable survey from Psychology Today in 2021. This study showed 62% of couples significantly improved their relationships just by starting to openly share their insecurities with each other. Do you find that number impressive? Over half the participants said that speaking out about what made them feel inadequate, whether about looks, work, or anything else, helped them feel closer to their partner, and their relationship grew stronger. This shows that when you dare to be honest, not only do you feel relieved, but the other person gets a chance to understand you, love you more deeply. Communication isn't just talking. It's how you light up the dark corners of your soul and your relationship. I want to share an idea I truly believe in. Fear is just darkness. Flip on the light of communication, and you'll see everything clear up. Picture your insecurity as a pitch-black room. You don't know what's inside, and that makes you uneasy. But when you flip the switch, when you say what's on your mind, you realize it's not as scary as you thought. A heartfelt conversation can turn worry into understanding, self-doubt into strength. And I believe we've all had moments like that, right? I'd really love to hear your story. Tell me about a time you overcame insecurity by talking to someone, maybe your partner, a best friend, or even yourself in the mirror. Don't hesitate to leave your story in the comments below. I'll read every one and respond to the best ones. This is our chance to spread confidence together and the power of communication. Let's turn those fears into light with me, okay? Have you ever wondered what makes someone special in the eyes of the one they love? From what I've learned, being a great lover isn't about how much money you have, how many expensive gifts you can buy, or how perfect you look. Instead, it's about three simple yet powerful things: understanding, listening, and making the other person feel valued. Imagine this: when you truly get what they're thinking, when you sit down and listen without judging, and when you make them feel like the most important person in the world. Isn't that the best thing you could offer? You don't need to be a superhero. You just need to be yourself, with an open heart and ears ready to hear. To prove this isn't just talk, let's check out a fascinating study from the Gottman Institute in 2022. Scientists found that couples who regularly have deep conversations, meaning not just chatting about the weather or work, but really diving into emotions, dreams, and fears, have a 35% lower chance of breaking up. Do you find that number striking? Nearly a third of the risk of falling apart is cut down just by honest talks. This shows that when you take time to understand and listen, you're not just building a relationship, you're creating a bond that's hard to break. It's like planting a tree. The more you water it with care and conversation, the stronger it grows and stands against storms. I want to share an idea I deeply believe in. Love isn't a material gift. It's the time and attention you give each other. An expensive ring or a fancy trip might make someone happy for a moment, but feeling heard, understood, and cherished is what stays in the heart forever. Think of a time you and your partner sat together. not saying anything grand, just looking at each other and feeling their presence. That's real love right there. And I believe we can all do this, just by giving a little more time and focus. I'd love to know what you think about this. Is there someone in your life you'd like to understand you better? Tag them in the comments below. It's a great way to kick off a meaningful conversation. I can't wait to see those names pop up, and I hope this small step brings you closer. Let's spread the value of understanding and love together, okay? Have you ever wondered what helps couples overcome life's big challenges? From what I've learned, respect is the strong bridge that keeps a relationship steady through tough times, like illness or financial struggles. Picture this: when someone's seriously sick or money gets tight, outward things like looks or sweet words might lose their charm. But respect, that sense that you're still treated as someone worthy, no matter the circumstances, is what holds two people close. It's not just a feeling, it's a real strength, helping a relationship not only survive, but grow deeper over time. In 2020, scientists surveyed tons of happy couples and found that 81% of them saw respect as the top factor in their relationship. Nearly 8 out of 10 couples said they're happy not because of money, not because of looks, but because they feel respected by their partner. This shows, when you respect someone, you don't just make them feel loved, you also build a solid foundation to face any storm life throws at you together. It's like a tree with deep roots. No matter how strong the wind, it stands firm thanks to the roots of respect. Respect isn't just words, it's actions that prove you value them. Saying "I respect you" is easy, but showing it through how you listen to them, keep your promises, or simply don't dismiss their feelings is what counts. For example, when your partner's stressed about work, turning off your phone to really focus on them, that's an act of respect deeper than any words. And I believe we all have our own ways of showing it. I'm really curious to hear what you think about respect and love. What do you do to show respect to your partner? Maybe a small gesture, like letting them pick the movie tonight, or something bigger, like standing by them in tough times. Share your ideas in the comments below so we can all learn from each other. I'm excited to read your stories, because every way you show it is a valuable lesson to help us build better relationships. Let's spread the value of respect together, okay? Here we can sum up something key. True love isn't measured by a ruler, but by the heart and soul. No matter what society says, numbers or looks can't define happiness. Instead, focus on spiritual connection, understanding, trust, and love to build truly meaningful relationships. And here's the message I want to send you. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be yourself and love sincerely. That authenticity will make you shine in the eyes of the one you love. If you agree that love is emotional connection, hit like, okay. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next videos. Thanks everyone, and see you soon.